Hi guys, Jeremy Fragrance here. All-time top 10 fragrances for the rest of my life. Number 10 spot, the one, Eau de Parfum. This is the best resinous fragrance for men. What is resins? Opopanax, myrrh, frankincense, benzoin. These are these things, the blood of trees. Oud is also the blood of trees. So a resin is a very timeless thing. All of these fragrances are based on one major note, and I took my favorite fragrances based on one major note. In addition to that, they must smell timeless 100 years ago and in 100 years. So all of these fragrances will always be timeless and sexy and great. So number 10 spot, the one, Eau de Parfum, a sexy gentleman fragrance that has a hint of grapefruit by master perfumer Olivier Polsch. Superstar fragrance if you want to get great ladies' reactions by women. This is one of the best fragrances from all fragrances ever created. Number 9 spot, an exotic one, Portrait of a Lady. Yes, I as a man would like to wear this fragrance for the rest of my life as a man. It's a rose fragrance. So this is the best rose fragrance on the market. Obviously, how old is the rose note? Very old. This thing will always be modern. This will be always timeless. And this, in my eyes, is the best rose fragrance on the market for men, for women, doesn't matter. That's why it's on this list on the number 9 spot. Number 8 spot, Light Blue Intense for women. I literally would rather wear this one than the men's version because this is simply even better. Okay, because it is not that feminine. It doesn't smell like pink butterflies. This is a lemon-based fragrance. Lemon, the old school fragrance note of lemon. I would wear this any time of the day in the high heat if I would like to. The performance is fantastic. And the major note in here is lemon. Lemon juice will always be fantastic. Makes your body prepared for digestion and also ready for the sexy summertime. Again, mainly for women, but I would take this. I would take this for the rest of my life and I would wear this in the summer. On the number 7 spot, I don't have this here. It's Vanille West Indies, the best vanilla fragrance on the market. I don't need to tell you a lot. Watch that video. It's the best vanilla fragrance on the market. I would wear this any time of the day when I have my family that I love in the Christmas time, cherishing Jesus, cherishing God, and I would wear a nice vanilla fragrance like Vanille West Indies. It's superb in the longevity, and what you have to know about vanilla fragrances, most of them are not real vanilla, but just one little bit of an extract of vanilla oil, which can be, for example, vanillin. Hey, did you ever buy real vanilla beans? You know how expensive they are. Did you ever buy real vanilla oil? You will know how expensive that is. So, sexy fragrance, Vanille West Indies. Number 6 spot. This would be Creed Aventus, and this would be simply my versatile superstar fragrance. This is the masculinity in a bottle. This, to me, is bergamot based. So it does have this bergamot sexy accord. Some people say it has pineapple, some people say it has a woody approach. To me, it's just the masculine superstar fragrance that I would wear for the rest of my life anytime I wouldn't know what I should wear in general. as a side note, let me get to my own fragrance brand in the end, because they're so superior. I will talk at them at the very end, my own fragrances. So number 5 spot, Prada L'Homme. This is the best iris fragrance for me as a man. We're talking iris. What are some expensive fragrance note? Rose, like $20,000 per kilogram. Oud, $30,000 per kilogram. Jasmine, $20,000 per kilogram. Iris butter, $50,000 per kilogram. I don't know if they have the real full dose of iris in here, but I heard from a very good source that they have real iris in here. Prada Superstar. Prada is the #1 fragrance brand for soap fragrances. And from that #1 soap fragrance brand, this is the #1 soap fragrance. So I would wear this. It doesn't arouse me, this fragrance, but it's just fantastic if I want to have a fresh and clean fragrance. Okay, number 4 spot is Amouage Reflection Man. Man, they're getting a hype because of this number 4 spot. Don't get too excited. It's very expensive and don't blind buy it. I just have it in this list because I wanted to have a cologne type of an accord. What is a cologne type of an accord? Eau de Cologne consists mainly of 2 major notes, bergamot and neroli, meaning fruits and florals. How can you do it for men? You want to have a floral fragrance for men? Very difficult. You want to smell like flowers as a guy? Generally not. With this fragrance you can. I have received a lot of compliments for this fragrance. I heard the magnetic version does not last so long like the old school non-magnetic version, which I also used to have. And from the tests I did, I had experienced the old version was stronger than this, but I'm not signing this 100%. But from my testings, I noticed the old version is stronger. So this is a old school superstar neroli masculine sexy fragrance. It finally balances the line between a feminine and masculine fragrance. Yin and yang, reflection man. Who are you? What reflection are you? I love the name of this. And again, this is based on that orange flower tree, an orange tree, which is neroli, petit grain, and the oranges itself. What they took from here, I feel mostly is the petit grain, meaning the leaves of an orange tree, which ultimately is one of the big pieces of an Eau de Cologne fragrance. Very superior fragrance if you want to have a great floral fragrance for men. This would be my chic fragrance. I mean, I'm wearing some This is what I'm wearing right now. This is a very chic type of an outfit. You know, all white with the white pants. And I would wear totally this one right here. Number 3 spot, the #1 oud fragrance. What is a powerful oud? It is tobacco oud. This is the #1 oud fragrance that will be timeless forever. Why? It has 3 timeless ingredients: tobacco, oud, and cardamom. I love Guatemala, guys. I also use cardamom in my fragrances. It's an aphrodisiac. It's so sexy, guys. All right, my favorite oud fragrance must be on this list. This is for the black tie event. This is for a CEO type of a vibe. If you want to be a dominant force of strength in a business meeting, that's the fragrance. Number 2 spot I don't have, Acqua di Gio Profumo by Giorgio Armani. And that one is a superstar. It's Mr. Versatile, family father. If you are a fantastic family father, which I want to be as soon as possible when I find the right woman, check my video about that fragrance right here. And the number one, it's a mint fragrance. Let me do Allure Sport by Chanel. And by the way, I heard that the note of mint enhances your brown fat cells in the body. That is very good for a lot of things. Also the cayenne pepper, the capsaicin, also curcumin and curcuma. So all my Indians, I love you guys here. Cayenne pepper for all my Latin American people, South America, I love you guys. Mint for all my people in Europe and actually America, baby. The number one exporter of mint is United States of America. So what does that do? This brown fat, it's super healthy. And also when you shower ice cold, it's something to do with super good if you have a lot of brown fat cells. So this is a mint-based fragrance. And I thought, all right, let's give the number one to Chanel, the most epic fragrance brand it is. And it has the nice mint note, which is ultimately what a man should smell like, fresh and clean. A man should rather smell fresh and clean than sweet and sexy. But obviously I have had thousands of fragrances. But if I would have to say, guys, rather smell fresh and clean. Mint is the ultimate fresh note. And besides that, it has the fantastic pepper, very dominant pepper. And piperine is also a good note if you mix, I'm not doing nutrition video right now. And the tonka bean. So, actually, sexy. Guys, thank you for making it possible that I could finally be the best at something. For some people, it's just a joke. He's a guy talking about fragrances on the internet. For me, it's fantastic. I never had the most brutal bad childhood. My father used to beat my brother. I did think, I don't even remember if I also was beaten. I mean, I did not have the worst childhood. I think I was beaten a couple of times, but my father learned from his mistakes. I did a couple of shitty things in my life. I slept with a lot of women. One woman tried to sue me for sexual things simply because I didn't love her, because I was an asshole, but it wasn't even serious. But there was never a life or death situation for me where I really was totally done. Ultimately, what I want to give you is two things before we finish this video. The first thing is why I'm so excited about this journey is I often in my life was just second best. I was often just second best. I was chosen as the second guy in sports, like the second or third, come on. And there was this guy who was a better football player than me. In Germany, it's, you know, the German football. Or I was a good computer gamer, but I was just second best. I played the computer game Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy. I was always just second best. And then I was a crip walker, sea walking. I was very famous on YouTube before YouTube really started, already 2005 or something. I really did that very early. I had millions of views, even Nutella, Ferrero sent me gifts because I made dance videos for them just for fun. And I was actually almost the best and most popular sea walker. Fast forward, my channel got deleted because of copyright issues, because I was dancing on different songs. And then fragrance came. And when I noticed I can be the best at being the fragrance guy, I said, whoa, I want to be the fragrance guy. I dedicate my life to God, to Jesus, and ultimately, obviously, doing something else in life. And that is this fragrance thing. So I'm the fragrance guy, and that's my ultimate passion. And most importantly, Jesus, God, number one for me. I told it to my German viewers already. I'm born in Germany, but my parents are Polish, so I rose up in very Catholic style. But I had a fantastic experience with God. Actually, let me see, what is that date? It's the 17th. I think it was the 23rd. So almost exactly 1 year ago, where I was so confident about everything. I was so bold about everything. I was so brutally honest about everything and faced my fears. And on my way back one day, driving from the office to my home, after facing all of my fears, after being successful, after having financial stuff, I said, you know what I didn't even actively think through it, because what I'm going to say right now, you have to watch out. But what I did is, what actually happens if I say God doesn't exist? So I was driving and I said that God doesn't exist in my brain. What happened then? I blacked out while I was driving for about 13 to 15 seconds. I blacked out. I was unconscious, but I kept driving like God was guiding me. And I woke up after these 10 to 15 seconds, and I remember like today, it was, what the fuck? I'm looking at my hand. I became conscious of my being, like God showed me, here you go, baby. Like God showed me that, like God told me, here you go, baby. And it was like, whoa! So I literally became unconscious and woke up and saw my own hand on that steering wheel after having that thought. Just because I wanted to see, is there anything other left in this life that I can be scared of or do something? And then God, boom, did this to me. So thank you, God. I love it. I love you guys. Check my brand. If you watched until now, write me on contact@fragrancedoct1. I will give you a discount for my fragrances because they are very expensive. Ultimately, they are the best fragrances on the planet in my eyes. That's why I'm making them. And if I write office for men, it is the best office fragrance for men. If I rate day for woman, it is the best daytime fragrance for women. If I write black tie for men, it is the best dominant, superior, powerful black tie fragrance for men. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.